My name is Danielle, and if this is your first video, how the heck did you find this? And if it is not, hello, how you doing? Welcome back. So, as you guys know, we have been researching a new state to move our little family to. And so I teased a little bit that for our Babymoon, since we could not go to Mexico, we are going to be going to a state that we have been looking at for, that we were looking to move to. So I had y'all guess. We weren't telling any names until we got here, but we have officially landed in the great state of Pennsylvania, also known as PA. We are currently in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we are going to spend the next 5 days exploring the state and seeing if it's for us and if we potentially want to move here. You're distracting me!
Sorry.
And that sounds like something you would be interested in? Then just keep on watching.
Hello! We are in Pennsylvania, and this is the first day that we recorded because we didn't know what the heck we wanted to do. But now we are actually got our car, so now we've been exploring the state of Pennsylvania, and we love it so far because look at all this heckin' snow! I am obsessed with snow. I have never ever really gotten to have snow in my life, which is crazy, and it's everywhere here. So we are about to go to the Liberty Bell, and then we're just going to do some more exploring in Philadelphia. So keep on watching.
So I decided to do this video more testimonial style since it was really hard to try and live in the moment and then also try and record everything. So I'm gonna try and just narrate my way through our trip. But yeah, so first things first, the flight was so incredible. I did not record us flying here. I usually do, but this time I was just like, I've already got this thing that I've got to, worry about and be focused on. I do not need to be focused and worried on if I'm catching every clip for every little thing that we're doing. So once we got on our flight, we had to fly from Dallas to Florida. So we flew from Texas to Florida and then from Florida to Pennsylvania. So we came fully prepared with, we had sanitation wipes, hand sanitizer, and like disinfectant spray as well for like surfaces, like all in our bag. So everywhere we went, anything we touched, we washed our hands or we used hand sanitizer. We wiped off everywhere we sat, or even like where we were sitting with our on our plane. We consistently were wiping and just being mindful because we do not want to get sick. That is a huge thing that we did not want to experience. So we were just very like, I was washing my hands. We were washing our hands so much that our hands were literally like so dry by the end of the day. And the first flight going from Texas to Florida was pretty easy. It was a good flight. I was just listening to my audiobook and she was pretty comfortable. But then once we got to Florida, oh my gosh, first of all, Florida is weird. No shade. If you're from Florida, then I'm sure that you're an amazing person. But there was something about the energy of Florida that we just did not like, and we were just like, when is our flight? We need to get where we're going kind of vibe. And so once we got to Florida and our flight was like ready, we're like the first ones in line, like let's go. And that flight coming from Florida to Pennsylvania was my least favorite part of the travel because it was just so absolutely draining. Like she was in a weird spot And so she was uncomfortable, I was uncomfortable, and then Brent was uncomfortable because he was trying to help me be comfortable. It was just a whole thing. So we were all ready to get off of that flight. But once we got off that flight, we had an Uber come pick us up, which was another thing that we were very much masks, wipes, everything about. And then we got to our hotel.
You got your dinner, honey?
So, if you know us, you know that we are not city people. We like to be able to access a city, but we are not actually city people. We actually prefer to be more suburby. Suburbs are very much our vibe. Not too rural, but not too far away from like nice restaurants and malls and things like that. So we spent the first 2 days of our trip exploring Philadelphia and just exploring everything that's within walking distance here. There was so much walkability here in Philadelphia where we were staying at the Sonder the Queen. It is literally just like you step outside and there's every single thing that you could ever think of that you would want to eat or to do, and it's accessible to you right there. So we actually stopped. We got some records for this record player here. My grandparents have a record player and have an enormous amount of records, and Brent eventually wants a record player as well. He actually asked for it for his birthday, and so we were going to go ahead and pick up some records. So we spent some time there. We just went from restaurant to restaurant, and the food is amazing here. We have not gone to anything barbecue or Southern just because we don't trust it. You know, once you've lived in Texas and you taste real Southern food, you're just like, I don't even want to try and like expose myself to be disappointed. So we did not do that, but we had things like we had a Philly cheesesteak. We did have our first Philly cheesesteak in the state, and it was bomb. It was not what I anticipated. It was actually pretty good. So we drove all the way to Harrisburg and we got to see the Capitol, which I will add some clips in here. Stopped and looked at houses and neighborhoods in Elizabethtown and in Middleton. So we'll go ahead and add this. like completely walked through this house and like envisioned where, you know, baby girl would sleep or we would sleep, like Herc playing in the backyard, everything. It was just amazing. So after we went from Harrisburg and Middleton and Elizabethtown, we also stopped at Hershey. We went to Hersheyville. Is that what it's called? It's like Hersheyville? I think that's what it's called. But where, you know, it's like a whole city dedicated to Hershey's chocolate. And there were streets named Cocoa, and there's like a whole theme park. I didn't know that there was a whole theme park for Hershey, but we went and it was freaking awesome. So I'm gonna add those clips in here. Now, today is our Valentine's Day. We're celebrating Valentine's Day today just because, I mean, it's the end of our Babymoon. We're going to be flying tomorrow. So we figured that it would be nice to do it here on our Babymoon rather than going back home and doing something in Texas like we usually do. So yeah, I'm about to get all dolled up for our date night. So if you want to see what I look like all glowed up, then just keep watching. Okay, so this is what I look like all dressed up and ready. I did not bring you guys along for our date night because it wouldn't be date night then at that point. But we went downstairs to this cute little pizza place that they have and had some pizza, and I had a Sprite with lime. You know, we got real saucy tonight. And yeah, but yeah, so that was our date night. We got all dressed up, which made me feel really good and really confident because I love getting dressed up. Getting dressed up is just like a fun way to remember how cute you are when you're pregnant and you're carrying a little human. Okay, so long time no check-in. You have seen this setup before, so we are back home. But after our date night, we just kind of got packed and got ready to leave. And after we packed and went to bed that night, our literal whole world changed. It was literally like everything went from peaceful to like 0 to 100. So basically we like had packed all of our stuff. We had like, I had a carry-on, Brent had a carry-on, and then we also had like our packed luggage. And so when we were leaving, it had like kind of iced. So it was hard because I am, you know, a little bit handicapped. And so Brent's like trying to make sure that I'm okay, like walking on the ice, because if I slip, it like is so painful. And I'll get into that in my 3rd trimester update on like certain specific kinds of pains that I've been dealing with. But along the way, getting from the hotel to the like car rental place, we lost our luggage. And so my like tripod is gone, my makeup's gone. That's why my makeup doesn't look as cute, because I had to use my undesirables, you know. Like I still have makeup, but I lost like over $300 worth of like my favorite makeup. And we lost a bunch of clothes. Like everything that was in our checked bag is gone, like absolutely gone. So we didn't realize that though until we got to where the car rental place was. So we got to the car rental place, realized we didn't have our checked luggage, but that we had so little time to even just get to our gate that it was like we couldn't even go back for it. So we just had my purse and his backpack, and so we go and we get on the flight, and mind you, like Texas is going crazy. Like there's the craziest winter storm that we've ever seen going on in Texas, and we're trying to get to Texas. So we had flew from Philly to Miami, and so we're in Miami and our flight gets delayed and we're like, oh my gosh, we are not gonna make it back home. And after it got delayed, it delayed like an hour, and we were like, oh my gosh, it's probably gonna keep delaying. But thank Jesus, our flight got delayed, but it was just delayed that one time, and then we were able to go and we were able to fly back home. And then once we got home, we got an Uber, and that Uber took us home, and then we picked up Herc and all the things. But it is literally like winter wonderland in Texas, and our state has like basically shut down because it's the craziest storm we've ever seen. Nobody was prepared for it, and X, Y, and Z. It's just been insane, but we were so blessed to make it home safely with or without our checked bag. But overall, just going back over my thoughts of Pennsylvania, because you know this was a scouting trip for us, I think that Pennsylvania was just a really, really great experience. Like, I enjoyed the energy there, the people were so nice, the houses were beautiful, and overall I really genuinely can't wait to go back. So we think that that might be our place. So who knows, we'll see if later on you'll see like maybe house buying videos or something like that. Who knows, we'll bring you along on this journey. But I'm also 8 months pregnant today, so I'm meeting baby girl soon. So just make sure to turn your post notifications on, and make sure to subscribe and leave a like and a comment and share if you care. And I will see you next Friday in my next video. Bye.